Good day and welcome to the Twist for Tornado World Instant Status of today for Friday, April 26th. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Bree. Today track will compete at 4:30 at Arc City, and at 4:30 softball will play Fort Scott at home.
On Saturday, the 5K color run will be held at the Veterans Memorial Stadium. And 10 students from our music department will compete at the 4A Solo Small Music Ensemble Festival that will be held in Andover.
On Monday, JV golf will compete in Independence at 3:30, and girls will also compete in Independence.
On Tuesday, Gold Coast will meet during advisory. Varsity golf will compete at home at 1, and JV track will travel to Indy, and baseball and softball will travel to Fort Scott.
On Wednesday, girls team will travel to Osawatomie at 4 p.m.
Thursday is a late start day. Golf will compete at Winfield, and baseball and softball will play at Chanute. Now let's head to the halls for this week's special.
Hey y'all, it's Maddie in the halls, and today I'm going to be interviewing some of the contestants that are going to the Solo Small Ensemble Music Festival. Let's do it.
Alright, so who am I here with?
Aubrey,
And what grade are you in?
I'm in ninth,
Okay, and what instrument do you play in band?
the tenor saxophone.
Okay, and obviously you're competing, so what is the name of your piece?
Oliverado by Arinsky.
Okay, and what's your favorite thing about being in band?
Probably marching band, and the fall.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so who am I here with?
I am Sarah. I am in 10th grade.
I'm Lauren and I'm a junior.
I'm Evelyn and I'm a senior.
Alright, and so obviously you guys are in a trio. What is the name of your piece?
We are playing orally in air.
Okay, and what instruments do you guys play?
The flute.
Okay, and what is your guys' favorite thing about band?
Just the atmosphere and how it can boost your confidence and your playing abilities.
Probably meeting new friends.
I like hanging out with my friends during band competitions.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Those are some great interviews. Now back to the studio.
Thanks for that amazing special. That's all it is we have for you this week. I'm Bree.
And I'm Jacob. Tune in next week for more of The Twist.
(2024). Our first guest tonight, Miss Cecilia Granado. Our first stage tonight is Mr. Hubert Weber. He is escorting this evening J. Lee Sanders. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Dominic Taylor. He is taking this evening Maddox Ashlock. Our next guest, Mr. Bryson Gomez. His date this evening is Miss Isabella Escobar. Now we have Mr. Travis Knight. He's escorting this evening Miss Randolyn Rowe. Now we have Mr. Angel Villanueva. His date this evening is Miss Serenity Hannigan. McCullough is escorting this evening his sister, Kiana McCullough. Now we have Mr. Jeremy Colbert is escorting this evening Miss Brooklyn Towers. Now we have Mr. Darwin Cortez. Let's take the seat in. We are friends. Next we have Mr. Gideon Foraker. Let's take the seat in. Evelyn Grafton. Now we have Mr. Rich Gilfillan, and his date this evening is Miss Delilah Wright. Now we have Mr. Brian McDaniel, and his date this evening is Miss Maggie Barnett. Next, we have Mr. Manuel Strickland. And his date this evening is Miss Jayden Stansberry. Now we have Mr. Jacob Barnett. And his date this evening is Emma Thompson. And now we have Mr. Adrian Simpson and his date this evening, Mrs. Hannah Merka. Now we have Mr. Calvin Pulaski. His date this evening is Miss Megan Titus. Now we have Madison Towel, and her date this evening is Miss Lindsay Haggerwood.
Back away! Come on, hey! Let's go,
Now we have Mr. Tim Fuller. His date this evening is Mariah Riley.
Sorry.
Now we have Mr. Ted Brown. He's escorting this evening is Lauren Lee. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Trenton Atkins. His date this evening is Miss Chloe Bell. Emily Watson. Our next guest this evening is Miss Cheyenne Davis. She's escorting this evening Miss Jo Lavelle. Now we have Mr. Aaron Tunstall. His date this evening is Miss Kalia Overton. Next, we have Mr. Keyshawn Hayes. His date this evening is Miss Sydney Lynn Burnett. And now we have Mr. Ryan Magana. His date this evening is Afifa Verana. Now we have Mr. Jones. His date this evening is Miss Zion Robinson Turner. And next, we have Mr. Alex Kelly. His date this evening is Miss Kelly Escondero. And next, we have Mr. Wyatt Tracy. Now we have Mr. Hunter Hughes. His date this evening is Miss Lindsay Hayden. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Hurley McFall. He's escorting Miss Hope Hall. Now we have Mr. Corey Gearing. His date this evening is Miss Keaja Riley. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Keith Youngblood. He's escorting this evening Miss Danica Davis.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good.
And next we have Tony Hastings. His date this evening is Miss Serenity Gardner. Right down the road like that. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Anthony Glover. His date is Miss Brianna Fernandez. Now we have Mr. Grayson Boss. His date this evening Natalie Lynchen. Our next guest, Mr. J.B. Elliott. His name this evening is Miss Natalie Gonzalez. And next we have Mr. Logan Hodges. His date this evening is Miss Tashay Franklin. Our next guest tonight is Mr. Jackson Hershey. His date this evening is Miss Tristan Sharp. And next, we have Mr. Alex Morris. His date this evening is Miss Maggie Drysdale. And now we have Mr. Spencer Decker. His date this evening is Miss Danica Detmeyer. And now we have Miss Emma Hall. Her date this evening is Miss Alyssa Eubanks. Next guest this evening is Mr. Guy D. He is escorting Miss Sydney Hopkins. And next we have Miss Michaela Holt. And now we have Mr. Peyton Maine. His date this evening is Miss Dayton Brown. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Damaris Smith. He's escorting Miss Kaylin Karen. And now we have Mr. Kane Wheeler. His name is Miss Brooke Rippey. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Joshua Slayton. He's escorting Miss Taylor Karen. And now we have Mr. Carter Herring. His date this evening is Miss Kennedy Redden. Our next guest this evening, Mr. Prince Charles Thornton. His date this evening is Miss Erin Lopez. The next guest this evening is Mr. Sam Stooksbury. He is escorting Miss Brooklyn Wheeler. Mr. J.J. Mack. He is escorting Miss Mackenzie Freitas. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Ethan Lemke. He is escorting Miss Jensen Grimsby. Now we have Mr. Hayden Bates. He's escorting this evening Miss Trinity Burr. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Amani Luton. His date this evening is Jada Wilson. And next we have Mr. Amir Luton. His date this evening is Miss Harley O'Brien. Next guest this evening is Mr. Griffin Adamson. He is escorting Ms. Peyton Bazowski. Next guest this evening is Mr. Jake Horner. He's escorting this evening Miss Olivia Ransom. And next we have Mr. Hayden Johnson. His date this evening is Miss Dana Havana. Next we have Mr. Tucker Macy. His date this evening is Miss Mackenzie Stokes.
Come here, please.
Our next guest this evening is Mr. Hunter Fox. He is escorting Miss Lindy Geeson. And now we have Mr. Greg Frazier. And his date this evening is Miss Hannah Johnson. Next, we have Mr. Axel Ernie. His date this evening is Charlie Gabb. Up next, we have Mr. Ty Brown. His date this evening is Miss Patty Munn. Next we have a quad. Mr. Joseph Newman-Swander, Mr. Paxton Crawford, Mr. Jackson Sprague, and Mr. Devin Vincent. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Evan Westervelt, and he is escorting Miss Hannah Powers. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Deontay Galindo, and his date this evening is Miss Isabella Brown. And our next couple this evening is Miss Zoe Wick, and her date this evening is Miss Sienna Berry. Our next guest this evening is Mr. Octavius Boykin. And his date this evening is Sequoia Reese. And next we have Mr. Jacob Sullivan. And his date this evening is Michaela Risley. And that will conclude our walk-in for prom 2024. Thanks for coming out. Have a great evening.
Sorry, my nose itches. Anyway. Hey y'all, it's Maddie in the halls, and today I'm going to be interviewing some of the contestants that are going to the Solo Small Ensemble Music Festival. Let's do it. Oh, I ate the